Hello, this is a demonstration of Arapai. This is an offline AI tutor that's developed in Soroti District, Uganda, in a location called Arapai. And the reason for this is because this is one of the regions in Uganda with very poor internet connectivity. So even if someone had actually subscribed for internet bundles, data bundles, they'll still not be able to access internet reliably. It will be too slow and it would require to be in a particular location. You'd have to shift to particular locations for you to access the internet. So let us test the system. First of all, you can select between explanation levels depending on the student which level of education they are at, such that whichever explanation you're given will align to the level of knowledge you are estimated to have by that study level. So we have sample prompts which have been set for these demonstration purposes to avoid spending too much time. So for this prompt one, we are testing mathematics, and you can see that the response we are given also comes with the explanation of how we came up to this answer, whereby we'll tell you, okay, we are dividing, then we add and multiply, but the first order of operation should be to do the brackets. If we can remember BODMAS, that acronym, we can do the brackets. Then you'll have to add, then you have to multiply, and you get the answer. Then we can test prompt 2. Now prompt 2 is about electricity, where we're talking about the physics involved in a thin long wire being because of a thin long wire having an effect of having a dimmer bulb than a short thick wire, and we want to know why. So when you look at the answer, it explains exactly what happens, and then we have another sample prompt that we can try out, and this prompt is asking about what an open circuit means in simple terms, and this is the explanation, and it's very clear for a student in lower secondary. Now, this is all done offline. As you can see, we're running in the localhost. We are using Streamlit. The other thing we have in Arapai is the CBC Learn module. Now, in the CBC, we're looking at competence-based learning, whereby the schools use, for example, currently in Uganda, the National Council for Education has deployed competency-based education as the new system. So when we are to use competency-based curriculum, most of the things that are going to be done are going to involve, one of the things that are going to be done is involving scenario-based questions and the relative answers. So still under CBC, you can select the mode of education you want to choose. If you select lower secondary, you can even go and select something else, let's say, primary school. And we test out how this scenario-based module will work. So you'll have a question that in the CBC learning mode, questions will be asked to determine the level of understanding of a student before any other more action is taken. So we'll have 10 questions, and it will enable the system to gauge where the strengths of the learner, where the weaknesses of the learner, and then further indulgence can happen after that. So if you see this question 1, let's say the student does not know what to answer, they can say, I don't know. You can say, I don't know, and they submit. Now when they submit, the system will detect that's not the correct answer, and then we can say, okay, let's explain the mistake. So it's going to tell you, okay, yes, that's what you have answered, but you have not explained, you have not talked about what we needed. So the system will tell you, okay, the circuit is overloaded because there could be a loose connection, the battery might be dead. So it will also recommend for a better answer to remember. Okay, then you can go to the next question, and all through it will be assessing what the student knows, what the student doesn't know, and all through the student can be able to learn through these scenario-based questions and answering, and the tutoring that comes when a student gives an answer. So that's a basic demonstration to Arapai, offline education tutor. This is presented by Joseph Walusimbi from Soroti University, Uganda, and also a researcher in the MRE Lab. You can find us at theMRELab.com, and also the ET4D Lab.